Good morning, traders, and this is your Aussie day trade setup for today. So before we get into the charts, just looking at the small account. So we pretty much had a really good day yesterday. We had a 6.71% return yesterday, and it was primarily because of Donald Trump's tweet. And he seems to bring these tweets out very often, and whenever he does, it drives the market up. Anyway, as I said to you yesterday, you can see the seller steps in off the 50,000 mark. And it's just too coincidental that the 200 EMA plus a previous breakout retest is at the 50,000 level. And it was actually fairly significant. You got the gap close. Not that I was expecting the gap close. I was expecting some structure to form to get this island reversal to play out. But anyway, that didn't happen. So what we have at the moment is, okay, so I've got this level in here because this bar here is a nonsense bar. So what we have at the moment is pretty much a strong rally, profit taking off the 50,000 level and consolidating. Now, right now, all the futures markets are up. So if I look at the NASDAQ futures, it's up 0.5%. DAX futures is up 0.7% at the moment. Dow futures is up 0.4%. S&P futures is up 0.4%. Rand dollar 14.44, quite a bit weaker. Crude oil is up 0.5%. And 10 cents is up 2.3%. So guess what? We have a gap up coming today. Now, this gap up, I have a sneaky suspicion it's going to break above the 50,000. So this was our first attempt. I think we're going to get another gap up. May get some sellers off here to consolidate and pull back, and that's going to be an opportunity to buy. So the advice is the same as yesterday. Don't try and chase the gap up. This 50,000 is fairly significant. And you can see when I look at the hour, there was our gap opening, straight to 50,000, and then we bounced off. I wouldn't be short off the 50,000 now. That was the first attempt of it. That was your short opportunity. Short scalp played out fairly well, got down to the gap close. There probably are a few people that would be sitting long at the moment from this level, which would have been for me, it's a risky move holding something overnight on the Aussie, but it's probably worth the risk. A smallish position with a stop around here. But anyway, so what we're looking for today is another gap up. I wouldn't be surprised if the gap is above the 50,000, and then we sort of roll a bit down, bounce around the 50,000, build some structure, and then start accelerating away from it. Okay, so that's kind of my view at the moment. Looking for longs, not looking to chase shorts now off this level. Okay, it's been tested once. I'm not going to take the second time. And there's a lot of people that have done research on double tops. So the probability of a double top happening is pretty much 40%. Okay, so it is fairly high. But yeah, for me, based on what the trend is at the moment, that was my first retest. I now ignore that level. I look for the next level. Okay, and the next level is fairly close. It's pretty much around 51.65, and then I have 53.22. And if I go to the 4 hour, you'll see what I'm doing. Okay, there's my 50,000 level. There's my next level, and there. Well, actually, that level is there. There's my next fractal. Okay. So, yeah, let's just get across to the Ichimoku. Part of the 12. Okay, quite. You can see the profit taking at the end here. Fourth of 50, first attempt, second attempt failed, and down we went. Okay, so if we do gap up into this 50,000 area and you see this kind of price action happening, then it's going to be worthwhile taking a sort of, there's a hanging man, sort of take any structure you see, a hanging man or a pin bar or something, take the trade on the break of that with a stop above it, and then you could get a short scalp, but not for me. Okay, I'm rather looking for the pullback to get back in long. So This is pretty much nothing on the 12 minutes. 30 minutes, bullish, bullish, bullish. These tails here do concern me, but also bullish. This is bullish, but price action in between Kijun and Tikkunsen is ranging. So it's indecisive, and that's bullish. If we look at the 4-hour, we are heading towards a twist here. We've had a crossover. We are bullish here. So everything here is looking extremely bullish. You're looking for we've had a break of the cloud rejection. So the second break is going to be telling. And that's why I say a break above 50,000 at the moment, sort of a 4-hour close above 50,000, is going to validate this move to the upside. And this rounding bottom will be in play. Okay, so the daily is still bearish. And from a daily perspective, there is my next level, 50,227. But don't be too surprised to see a rejection off there. The other thing you need to take cognizance of is pretty much there's our original trend line, okay, and we have gapped up above it and we have broken it. Okay, if I adjust it to this fractal here, we've rejected it. Okay, so it's not concrete yet. So I still want to see a move up to this area. 5227, there may be some structure or even a deeper pullback to come and test this break. That would be a really good entry for a long. Okay, so at this stage, you can see it is bearish, but look how Tikkunsen is starting to move back up. And remember, I often say this, when you see a flat Kijun and Tikkunsen starts rolling like this, it gives you the structure. You can see here's a great example of its structure forms. We still pulled back, but the crossover had happened outside the cloud, looking for an opportunity to be long, and there were many opportunities in this scenario here. Even the tails that kept popping down, they were coming down to test this area here. Okay, there it was there, and then look at the move that you had off this level here. Okay, 400 point stop loss, but 2,900, 3,000 odd point moves to the upside. Okay, anyway, so my view today is long still, but I'm a little bit more comfortable of waiting for a pullback and getting along now. So gaps to the downside are closed, rounding bottom has been defined, and this 50,000 is the area that I want to watch. I want to see us get above. Okay, anyway guys, hope that helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.